Which school did not get enough respect? Which school was the most
I,
underseeded by the committee?
Yeah, Cincinnati sort of surprised me as a number 6 seed, and it's really Cincinnati and SMU. I was just a little surprised that at least one of those American Conference teams didn't get a 5 seed. I thought certainly that it would be one of them. I think Cincinnati, even with the loss to SMU in the AAC championship game today, had the better overall resume. And I just think that both of these teams are threats to go deep. So I would have expected to see one of them higher than a 6. Cincinnati won at Iowa State. Obviously, they beat SMU once. They beat Xavier. No real bad losses on their resume. The worst loss they had was a road game against a UCF team that was sort of on the fringes of the bubble picture until the late stages of the season. Surprised me that we didn't see either of those teams. And like I say, Cincinnati, for me, the better one, but that we didn't see either of them climb up at least to a 5. That American Conference, I know the bottom of it was weak this year, but these two teams, Cincinnati and SMU, these are legit teams, legit threats to make a deep run. You're going to want to maybe think about them for a Sweet 16 or possible Elite 8 bid if you're looking for a 6 seed or lower to do that sort of thing.
I'm surprised you didn't mention your Wisconsin Badgers, who are on the 8 line. I know they weren't the most consistent team for you or the most consistent Badger squad we've seen in recent years up there in Madison, but on the 8 line, even if they do get past their first-round matchup, they got to see Villanova, defending champs, in the second round. Are you all right with where Wisconsin was placed?
No, I cannot believe where Wisconsin was seated, especially compared with where the rest of the Big Ten was. Like I said, the Big Ten actually, I think, did pretty well for itself seeding-wise as a whole. But Wisconsin, I mean, just compare them to Minnesota. Wisconsin and Minnesota won the same number of Big Ten games. Wisconsin went 2 rounds further in the Big Ten tournament. Wisconsin swept Minnesota, one in their gym, one at home, and there's a 3 seed line difference between them. I mean, I could see Minnesota still being seeded higher than Wisconsin, but not a 5 to Wisconsin's 8. If Minnesota's a 5, Wisconsin's a 6. If Michigan State's a 9, Wisconsin is a 6. That's really where I thought we were going to see the Badgers. I think that they were woefully underseeded as well as an 8.
All right, Michael Beller, he is a Wisconsin Badger, and that education certainly served him well up there in Madison. Our SI Fantasy expert and 120 bracketologist was 68 of 68 in predicting the NCAA tournament field for 2017. Congratulations again, Michael Beller. Well done, and thanks for joining us this Sunday Eve for some chat on 120 Sports.
Absolutely, Tyler. Thanks, man.